U.S. foreign policy, and its potential impact on the digital human industry. The landscape of U.S. foreign policy is in a constant state of flux, adapting to global challenges and shifting geopolitical dynamics. In recent years, a significant focus has been placed on the relationship between the United States and China, particularly in the realm of high technology sectors. This evolving policy landscape has far-reaching implications across various industries, with the digital human industry standing at a unique intersection of technology, artificial intelligence, and human-machine interaction. The digital human industry, which encompasses the development of virtual beings capable of lifelike interactions with humans, relies heavily on cutting-edge technologies, such as artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and advanced microelectronics. As U.S. foreign policy increasingly scrutinizes and regulates these areas, particularly in relation to China, it is crucial to examine the potential consequences for this burgeoning field. This paper aims to explore the intricate relationship between U.S. foreign policy decisions and their impact on the digital human industry. By analyzing recent policy developments, such as President Joe Biden's executive order on American investments in China's high-tech sectors, we can better understand the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for this innovative field. The digital human industry refers to the development, production, and deployment of virtual entities that can interact with humans in a lifelike manner. These digital humans, often powered by artificial intelligence, are designed to simulate human appearance, behavior, and communication. They find applications in various fields, including customer service, entertainment, education, and healthcare. Key technologies underpinning the digital human industry include artificial intelligence for natural language processing and decision-making, computer vision for facial recognition and expression analysis, and advanced graphics processing for realistic rendering. Additionally, quantum computing offers the potential for more complex simulations and data processing, while advanced microelectronics are crucial for the hardware that powers these systems. The current state of the digital human industry is one of rapid growth and innovation. Market projections suggest significant expansion in the coming years, driven by increasing demand for more natural human-computer interactions and advancements in underlying technologies. Major players in this field include both established tech giants and innovative startups, with significant activity in the United States, China, and other tech hubs around the world. Recent years have seen a shift in U.S. foreign policy, particularly concerning technology and trade relations with China. A pivotal development in this arena is President Biden's executive order on American investments in China's high-tech sectors. This order aims to restrict U.S. investments in Chinese companies involved in sensitive technologies, including artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and advanced semiconductors. The rationale behind these policies is multifaceted. On one hand, there are national security concerns, with fears that advanced technologies developed or accessed by China could be used for military purposes or to enhance surveillance capabilities. On the other hand, economic competition plays a role, as the U.S. seeks to maintain its technological edge in critical sectors. Other relevant policies include export controls on advanced chips and semiconductor manufacturing equipment to China, as well as efforts to shore up domestic semiconductor production through initiatives like the CHIPS Act. These policies collectively represent a trend towards greater scrutiny and regulation of high-tech collaborations and trade with China. The evolving U.S. foreign policy landscape has several direct impacts on the digital human industry. Perhaps most immediately, there are potential supply chain disruptions. Many American companies in this sector rely on Chinese firms for essential components, software, and expertise. Restrictions on these collaborations could lead to delays, increased costs, and gaps in the development and deployment of digital human applications. Furthermore, limitations on knowledge sharing and collaboration between U.S. and Chinese entities could slow the pace of innovation in the field. The digital human industry, like many high-tech sectors, benefits from the cross-pollination of ideas and expertise across borders. Restricting this flow of knowledge might stifle global advancements in the technology. Data privacy and security concerns also come to the forefront. Digital humans rely on vast amounts of data to operate and simulate human-like interactions. Heightened concerns about data surveillance and potential espionage, especially from foreign entities, may lead to stricter regulations on data collection, storage, and processing. Such regulations could add complexity to the development of digital human technologies, potentially increasing operational costs and development timelines. Lastly, investment limitations could pose challenges for the industry. If US companies are restricted from investing in or partnering with Chinese firms working on relevant technologies, it could limit access to capital and resources for some players in the digital human space. Beyond the direct impacts, US foreign policy shifts may have several indirect consequences for the digital human industry. One potential outcome is a shift in global market dynamics. As US-China collaborations become more challenging, companies may seek partnerships in other regions, such as Europe or Southeast Asia. This could lead to the emergence of new tech hubs and alter the global landscape of the industry. There may also be increased impetus for domestic innovation in the United States. With restrictions on accessing certain foreign technologies, there could be renewed focus and investment in developing these capabilities domestically. This could potentially lead to breakthroughs and advancements in the digital human sector within the US. Changes in international partnerships and collaborations are likely to occur. US companies may forge stronger ties with allies in regions like Europe, Japan, or South Korea, leading to new innovation ecosystems and potentially reshaping the global competitive landscape in the digital human industry. Lastly, these policy changes may affect talent acquisition and retention. Restrictions on international collaborations and potential visa restrictions could impact the ability of US companies to attract global talent in key areas like AI and quantum computing, which are crucial for the digital human industry. While the evolving policy landscape presents challenges, it also creates opportunities for the digital human industry. One significant opportunity is the potential for increased domestic investment in research and development. As access to foreign technologies becomes more restricted, there may be greater government and private sector focus on developing these capabilities within the US, potentially leading to new breakthroughs and innovations. The need to develop alternative supply chains could also drive innovation and create new business opportunities. US companies may invest in developing domestic or allied nation sources for key components and technologies, potentially leading to a more resilient and diverse supply chain for the industry. New international collaborations may emerge as companies seek partners in countries aligned with US interests. This could lead to the formation of new innovation clusters and partnerships that drive the industry forward in unexpected ways. Finally, these policy changes may position the US to take a leading role in setting global standards for the digital human industry. As the US government becomes more involved in regulating and guiding the development of these technologies, it may have greater influence in shaping international norms and standards in this space. The digital human industry faces several challenges in light of these policy changes. Addressing supply chain vulnerabilities is a primary concern. Companies will need to diversify their suppliers, potentially investing in domestic production capabilities or forming partnerships with allies to ensure a stable supply of critical components. Navigating the increasingly complex regulatory environment poses another challenge. Companies will need to stay abreast of rapidly changing policies and ensure compliance across various jurisdictions. This may require increased investment in legal and compliance resources. Balancing innovation with security concerns will be crucial. As the industry continues to push technological boundaries, it will need to do so in a way that addresses the national security concerns driving many of these policy changes. This may involve developing new security protocols and working closely with government agencies to ensure that innovations do not inadvertently create security vulnerabilities. Maintaining global competitiveness in the face of restricted access to certain markets and technologies will be an ongoing challenge. Companies will need to find ways to continue innovating and growing their market share while operating within the constraints of new policies. To illustrate the real-world impact of these policy changes, we can look at specific companies or projects affected. For instance, a US-based startup developing AI-powered digital humans for customer service applications might face challenges in sourcing advanced AI chips due to export controls. This could lead to delays in product development and increased costs, potentially impacting the company's competitiveness. Conversely, a large tech company with significant resources might be able to leverage these changes to its advantage. By investing heavily in domestic R&D and forming strategic partnerships with allies, such a company could position itself as a leader in secure digital human technologies, potentially gaining government contracts and market share. Comparing the digital human industry to other high-tech sectors affected by similar policies, such as the semiconductor industry, can provide insights into potential long-term outcomes. The semiconductor industry has seen increased government investment and efforts to reshore production in response to similar policy pressures, a pattern that could potentially be mirrored in the digital human industry. Looking ahead, the interplay between US foreign policy and the digital human industry is likely to remain dynamic. Future policy developments could include more targeted restrictions on specific technologies, increased support for domestic research and development, or new international agreements governing the development and use of digital human technologies. The long-term prospects for the digital human industry in the US will depend on how well companies and policymakers navigate these challenges. If managed effectively, these policy changes could spur domestic innovation and position the US as a leader in trusted digital human technologies. However, there's also a risk of falling behind global competitors if policies become too restrictive. Global trends suggest that the digital human industry will continue to grow and evolve, with or without US involvement. The challenge for the US will be to shape policies that protect national interests while still allowing for participation in and leadership of this global industry. The evolving landscape of US foreign policy, particularly in relation to China and high-tech sectors, has significant implications for the digital human industry. While these policy changes present challenges in terms of supply chain disruptions, restrictions on collaboration, and regulatory complexity, they also offer opportunities for increased domestic innovation, new international partnerships, and US leadership in setting global standards. The key to thriving in this new environment will be adaptability. Companies in the digital human industry will need to be agile, ready to pivot strategies in response to policy changes, and proactive in addressing security concerns while pushing the boundaries of innovation. As we look to the future, the digital human industry stands at a critical juncture. The policies enacted today will play a crucial role in shaping the industry's development, determining whether the US emerges as a leader in this transformative technology or cedes ground to global competitors. By carefully balancing security concerns with the need for innovation and global collaboration, policymakers and industry leaders can work together to ensure a vibrant and secure future for the digital human industry in the United States and beyond.